I am super excited for this one. It's Sailorurlove featuring Zach Beat, produced by Mac on the Beat. This is gonna be nuts, I think. I'm super excited. I think it's been like the first song that Sailor's dropped in a hot second, and I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna listen to this. Oh boy, are we gonna get like a sad song vibe? I'm getting some sad vibes. High standards. Ooh, I like that Mac on the beat there. Dara. I got chills. Wow. Yeah, that second ambient voice, it's so good. So good. Am I gonna cry by the end of this? Sailor, are you gonna make me cry? You gonna make me cry? She's gonna make me cry.
Look, those who are close to staying proud and not take notice. Yeah, they doubting all my motives. Keep my head down, I stay focused. Pour my soul into these lyrics. Spell it out if they don't hear it. Yeah, it's got me thinking maybe I should keep it to myself. I got them high standards. A girl like a cancer. Eating at my mental like a question with no answer. I don't know what they want from me. If I find it, maybe I should keep it to myself. Those who are
high standards. I'm liking this kind of take that she's going here. The whole thought of like, what is it that people want from me? A lot of it is very hard to know. Because people I've personally found out are not so willing to give as much feedback as I thought they would. And usually when they give feedback, it's most of the time pretty negative. And so I feel that, and then there's the thought there's in my mind two different types of standards. Trying to show it to the camera there. Yeah, two types. The first one is what people put on you, and the second one is what you put on yourself. And I think a third one that I'm kind of looping in with the first one is what you think people have on you. And I think that third one is what Sailor is trying to instill here is like, I think this is what people have for me. I think they have these really stupid high standards. They want this kind of level, and I don't know if I can produce that level because I don't know what that level is to begin with. And I personally like feel that a lot coming from, my YouTube channel that's been such hit and miss the past couple years. I'm trying hard to make it vibrate, but I'm also so tired all the time that it's so hard for me to find something that works. And so I just connect with that mentality so much on such a personal level. I really do.
Look, those who are closest staying proud and not take notice. Yeah, they doubt.
Those who are closest aren't proud and I take notice. Yeah. Mostly when it feels like you're regressing. Yeah. Like I have that feeling sometimes when I'm just in there. It's like, am I even getting better at what I'm trying to do? Or am I getting worse at what I'm trying to do? Now, Sailor, I think she's gone insanely better on what she does, but me, it's just like when I make these videos, I'm just in there, it's like I don't know how to make my channel better. I really don't. I'm trying, but it's tough. It's really tough. And I'm at a loss. I want to react to lesser nerdcore artists, though those videos get almost no views. And I'm doing it in a way that I'm hoping that will give them more exposure, because that's really what I want to do, is I want to give them more exposure. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna be going on so many tangents today. I already feel that. I feel the tangents. This is gonna be a long video. We haven't even gone to Zach B.
Look, those who are closest stay
We're
proud
still in
and
the
not
first
take notice.
verse.
Yeah, they doubting all my motives. Keep my head down, I stay focused. Pour my soul into
Try to
these
stay
lyrics.
focused.
Spell it
That's
out,
hard.
they don't hear it. Yeah, it's got me thinking maybe I should keep it to myself. I got them high standards, a girl like a cancer. Eating that lemon till like a question with no answer. I don't know what they want from me. If I find
the burrowing in your mental, like it feels like a cancer. That's so true though. Where you're sitting, there's so many times where you're just sitting there and you're like, how can I make this better? How can I make it better? You want to be honest with yourself. And sometimes you're just sitting there and it's paralyzing. It can be very paralyzing to be like, this is garbage. I don't like it. And I've done that with a lot of my videos, even a lot more recently, when I'm like, this is garbage. I don't even want to put it out there. And sometimes that works. Sometimes it'll be like you think it's garbage and everyone else would like it or love it. And so that's that version of like high standards that you put on yourself, and it's so draining because you have a level that you want to hit, that you think everybody else sees that level, and it's so hard to kind of distinguish yourself on like, okay, what's the level that everybody sees and what's the level I see? Do they match? And most of the time they don't. They really don't. Sometimes sometimes it's like, hey, I think I reached my level, and then everybody else is like, no, that was garbage. That happens too. um like, I work in the news industry, and I'll be proud about something, and then I'll walk into a meeting and my boss was like, that was garbage. That happens to me a lot, and it's part of the reason why it's so draining. So um but that this is I think this is just what being a creator is. It's just that those standards. I'm gonna be going on so many tangents. I'm sorry, guys.
maybe I should keep it to myself. Those who are closest, they ain't proud and not take notice. They must be joking. My whole life they've been supporting. Now I'm changing up my fortune, not their vision, so they choking. I'm so tired of being broken. Life's a mess, no sugar coating, and I know this is only temporary. I got dreams, I know a legendary, and I've never been one to fail. I get what I want, yeah, I know I prevail.
Good. I know what I want, and I know I will prevail. Yeah. Good for you, Sailor. Good. You take charge there. Like, I've got nothing but support for Sailor. She's the one that gave me confidence to even do these reactions, because I when I started off, I just kind of did a couple reactions here and there, and she was the one that was like, you should keep going. I like these. And she was constantly giving me supportive vibes. And so I've got nothing but respect for her. I really don't. Do Yeah, nothing but respect. Um, Trying not to do double negatives and whatnot. Um, yeah. So she's got to just keep on going.
Got dreams, I know a legendary, and I've never been one to fail. I get what I want, yeah, I know I prevail. So take a seat, if you're lucky you'll sit with me. Only friends are VIP, lately they're few and far between.
Fair
I'm
enough.
finding what I need, I know I won't fall to greed. Take my time but I'll succeed, yeah, I'm moving at my speed.
Good. I think that's actually important. I'm gonna move at my speed. Yeah, because I made that moment earlier about how it's been a while since Sailor might have dropped something. And that's perfectly fine. It might have been a couple weeks ago, but I know there was a huge time period where there was like 6 to 8 months where she didn't drop anything, and that's perfectly fine. Me, there was one point I didn't drop a video for like a whole year. And sometimes you just gotta go at your speed, and some part of that is fighting your own demons. Me, I've spilled a couple of them here, and she's spilling some of hers in her song. Like, a lot of that is you've got to go at the pace that you can do to maintain. You got to be able to maintain a pace, and that's very hard on this YouTube scene, mainly with the algorithm, because the algorithm wants you to put something out consistently, whether it be every day, every week, every month, or something. The more inconsistent, the less helpful the algorithm is, as well as the less frequent you drop something, the less helpful the algorithm is. The algorithm loves it when you drop something pretty much every day, or at least once a week. It loves that. Um, if you could do like 3 times a week, that's probably the sweet spot. Me trying every day, it's unsustainable, and I know it, but yet I keep trying it anyways. And so that's something that I've got to learn, is find a way to drop content that's not every day. And that might just be dropping multiple reactions at once. That might be the solution. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I think that's what Sailor's saying she's still trying to figure out. She's trying to figure out the best way that to proceed with her music, to proceed with her life. And I've got nothing but respect for that. Um so I'm here to support her whenever she needs support. That's all I can do, and that's frankly all that I can give her. I think, is just my unending support.
I'm still finding what I need. I know I won't fall to greed. Take my time, but I'll succeed. Yeah, I'm moving at my speed. I know my worth. I'm getting better with choosing who deserves.
Nice.
The time and whether I should put in the work when I ain't got time for hurting. Yeah, I've been burned as I grow. I've been learning.
Good,
Few are close
good.
to staying proud and not take notice. Yeah, they doubting all my motives. Keep my head down, I stay focused. Pour my soul into these lyrics. Spell it out if they don't hear it. Yeah, it's got me thinking.
I really like these type of songs where you really get to talk about your feelings. I really do.
Like a cancer, eating at my mental like a question with no answer. I don't know what they want from me. If I find it, maybe I should keep it to myself.
I know they think about me. It's way too easy just to keep it in, and more than often I don't want to speak, but kinda wish it could be free. Now I think it's a disease.
I love how Zach went on in that. I love it's he's so close to the mic, you can hear it. He's like really gruff like this and just talking like this. I love that. I love that. It's feels very personal. I love how Mac has pretty much removed most of the beat literally behind him. It's just kind of his voice and a little bit of ambience. I love that. It gives a more internal feeling. I hear a lot more gruffness in Zach's voice, which I don't think I've ever heard it be this low and this gruff before, but it feels so personal that I feel like I can connect with it immediately. Immediately. And I haven't even really like paid attention to what he was saying. I was just so fascinated with how he's delivering this. It's so unique. It's so cool. I like it so much.
That's got me thinking maybe I should keep it to myself. I got them high standards that burrow like a cancer. Eating at my mental like a question with no answer. I don't know what they want from me. If I find it, maybe I should keep it to myself.
I know they think about me. It's way too easy just to keep it in, and more than often I don't want to speak, but kinda wish it could be free. Now I think it's a disease. Fuck, I'm the enemy that holds me back from the one I truly want to be.
That's literally what I was kind of talking about with I'm the enemy that's holding me back. Um, Zach always puts things so eloquently, so eloquently. Yeah, that whole thought of like I'm the one that's not putting in the work, and that's that's sometimes what it takes. It's like I just need to give myself more time to get things done so that I can do things the right way that makes me happy. Yeah, I think that's what both Sailor and Zach are trying to get at, is trying to reach this high standards that we all set for ourselves, and finding the time to do it, being able to step back and try to ignore what we think everybody else's high standards are. Let's reach our own high standards first. And if we do that, then all we can do is just try to improve. So, This is very inspirational. I gotta say, it's making me think a lot about how I want to proceed with my channel and how I would just want to proceed with my life. I'm really, really digging this, and I'm just amazed. I'm really amazed about it.
It's way too easy just to keep it in, and more than often I don't want to speak, but kinda wish it could be
Don't
free.
want to speak.
Now I think it's a disease. Fuck, I'm the enemy that holds me back from the one I truly want to be. Good to go as much as I can, even if they never lend a hand. Surprised that they had given me a chance. Truly thought I'd be who they can't fucking stand. Yeah, I'll be damned. Thought I'd try to tell you in advance that I promise they can change who I am. Keep my goals in line and follow all my plans. So I've got a vision and I'm sticking with it. Never one who tried to fit in, even for a minute, cause I wanted something different and prove them wrong so I could say I did it. What I wouldn't do to hear them all admit it. Even some would tend to give a look to me like it's impossible, although it clearly isn't. Don't suppose that anyone would listen. Couple holes in my optimism. Hope I know to pick the right decision. Only obstacle is that I can't forgive him. Lately in rough condition, don't know if I'ma stay stuck within it. One way to go and have yet to give, and all I ever wanted was to make a difference.
All I ever wanted was to make a difference? Bro, Zach, you've made a difference in my life. Let me tell you about that. Oh my god. Zach B was the first artist I ever reacted to. Literally, you can go all the way back to the early first videos of my channel. He was the first one I reacted to. I reacted to his Kingdom Hearts songs that he made like 5-6 years ago. And they practically broke me the way that they were made. They were so good. They were so incredibly good. And I liked them so much. I continued to do reacting to like Kingdom Hearts music, and that's how I kind of got into the nerdcore stuff. And how you know, Sailor gave me, when she first said, "Hey, check out this channel." Like, she saw my first reaction of her doing, it was actually a Divide Music song that featured her. It was his Kingdom Hearts song, and I loved the acoustic version. And I've listened to it like twice today already. It's called See Me Through. Check it out, please. There's two versions. There's the acoustic version, which I think is far superior than the original version. And I listen to them constantly to this day. Like I said, I've already listened to like once or twice today. Like, I love those songs so much. And yeah, my little subscriber base doubled when she was first shouted me out on Twitter, and it took me by surprise and made me feel like, hey, I finally found a place that I belong. So this is why I've got nothing but support for her. I really do. She's helped me so much, and with just that simple gesture, and just being nice and kind, you know, being willing to come on my podcast when I had that podcast, which reminds me, I really need to get back into the Talking Nerdcore podcast. I really do. But just being willing to, she literally picked up watching ReZero for that podcast. She wasn't going to do it, but you know, I was like, hey, let's do a podcast. Let's do an episode where we haven't, neither of us had seen the show. And so we did ReZero, and that was such a fun podcast episode. That really was. I still think about it to this day, how we both just kind of ripped on ReZero. It was so much fun. So yeah, check that one out. Check that one out. If you want to give it hate, give it hate. It was so divisive. I love it so much. So many people gave it hate. It was amazing. Yeah, so that's enough of a tangent. Let's rewind a bit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going on so many tangents.
I've got a vision and I'm sticking with it. Never one who tried to fit in, even for a minute, cause I wanted something different and prove them wrong so I could say I did it. What I wouldn't do to hear them all admit it. Even some would tend to give a look to me like it's impossible, although it clearly isn't. Don't suppose that anyone would listen. Couple holes in my optimism. Hope I know to pick the right decision. Only obstacle is that I can't forgive him. Lately in rough condition, don't know if I'ma stay stuck within it. One way to go and have yet to give, and all I ever wanted was to make a difference.
Those who are closest, staying proud and not take notice. Yeah, they doubting all my motives. Keep my head down, I stay focused. Pour my soul into these lyrics, spell it out if they don't.
Oh wow, I hear Zach in the background. That's so cool.
I got them high standards. The girl like a cancer, eating at my mental like a question with no answer.
He's very low, but I hear him.
And
I love that.
Maybe I should keep it to myself.
He did that recently to a song with Sailor as well.
I should keep it to myself.
I think it was Sailor.
Maybe I should keep it to myself. Oh,
I'm just liking also the slow vibe to this song. It feels so personal.
high standards.
So good. Shout out to Mac on the Beat for making just a simple beat. It's very simple, but it's so effective. Zach killed it as always. It's Sailor. She's fantastic. She is. She really is. Yeah, got nothing but respect. Who else worked on this? This was really good. Video by Ninithy. Shout out to Ninithy. Yeah. Okay. Well, my voice is getting a little hoarse. This was a very long reaction. Thank you all for checking it out. And moving on to the next song.